So here we go. This is it. It is time to get ready for a trip to the Middle East. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Kenzie Retro here, the voice of the Formula One community. Welcome to tonight's Total Impact Formula One action. It is round 5 of this first season of a new era for Total Impact. The community remains the same. So here we go. We are at the Jeddah Corniche Street Circuit tonight for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it's going to be an emotional night for one man in particular. As tonight, we say farewell to TIR Gandhi, who has been a long-time member of the Total Impact community. Tonight is his final race. So we're going to see how he does tonight. Big thanks, by the way, to Anthony Waddington for the follow. This track made its debut on the calendar in 2021. Waddington starting from the back. I've just made a poll. If you guys want to interact with that, we'll be up for next 10 minutes or so. Where do you think Gandhi will finish tonight? Will he get a win? Will he get a podium? Will he finish in the top 10? Will he get points? Or will he DNF his final race? So here we go. Gravy Brain starting as the lead car around this track. 27 corners. Most of any track on the calendar, even more than Singapore. The fastest street circuit on the calendar. I personally am not a fan of this track, but I won't go into too much detail as to why. So here we go. Gravy Brain, go on board with him in the Red Bull as we get ready for a hot lap around this circuit. He's keeping as close to the right-hand side of the track as possible to start his lap. This is a very, very challenging circuit. You can't afford to make any mistakes around this circuit. Otherwise, it's lights out and good night. About to finish Sector 1 here. And there it is. 34.4. For the first sector time. Oh, big lock up there. You don't want to be doing that, and he's invalidated. There's an Alpine right behind him. That is Sam, who is really giving it his all long, sweeping 25 and 26. There's turn 27. And then one last deployment of the battery. Sweeps to the inside of the track. And it's a 29.865 to start off proceedings for this qualifying session. And there's the man himself. A legend in the Total Impact community. There's a handful of championships to his name. Coming across the line now. And pole, provisional pole for now. But Grumps is saying not tonight. 28.989. His teammate, Gandhi's teammate, Julkut. See what he can do. Julkut across the line, just behind his teammate. Got Ryan on a lap as well, and he's invalidated. Roch just starting his out lap, so while he's on his out lap, let's have a look at the championship standings right now. The drivers sees Grump a strong start to the season so far. A win and a second place. He's currently in the lead with 116 points. Kevin Annihilator with 99 points. Sam is third. He's completed the set. He's got a first, second, and third. Chocky fourth. 89 and 86 respectively. Freerider 79. Rufio 72. IRL Schumacher 63. Ryan with 54. Mantis 47. And Titan with 46. That's your top 10 in the Drivers' Championship at the moment. Alpine currently leading the drivers' constructor standings with their 2 wins, a second place, and 2 third places. 188 points. Aston Martin second with 162. Mercedes 149. Roch going to be starting his lap now. Let's see what he can do. Bit of a lock up there in turn 1. Gotta be careful around this track with how fast you go. And again, another small lock up there. That's what happens when you've got the ABS off. Had to slow down a little bit to avoid the lap being invalidated. Round. And easy does it. And Rufio. Oh, Rufio's gone! That's Roch's teammate. Rufio's put it in the wall. And that's his qualifying over. Roch will have had to slow down. Not what he would have wanted. Far from ideal situation for him. We are good to go here. And Roch, a 33.4. That's because he had to slow down. Epic now. About to finish his lap. So 28.989 to beat Grumps in the Aston Martin. Gravy Brain going for another run. He's kept it clean at the moment. Grump's going for another bite of the cherry. Gravy Brain a 31.8, puts in P6 at the moment. Ryan about to start his first lap. Or he's going to try and go for a first lap. So Ryan finishing the first sector 33.9. It's not a purple sector 1. But we'll see what happens through this tricky section here. 14 through 17. Coming up towards turn 22 now. Through he goes. About 190 miles an hour through this section. Small deployment of the battery. Trying to harvest it as much as he can. For one last push down the pit straight. And that's all his deployment gone. It's going to slow us down, so time down a little bit. It's a 31.3, puts in P6. And that just leaves Chocky still to set a lap time. Attacking Sector 1 as much as he can. Keeping calm, keeping focused. And that's one of the fastest Sector 1 times of the day so far. Shame we couldn't get anybody to vote on that poll. Where do you think Gandhi will finish? He's got a car ahead of him. He's just getting out of the way. Oh, small tap with the wall. Looks like it was the Williams of Ryan. Chocky round the last corner he goes. And that is provisional pole, a 28.796. We'll see if we can get one last full lap. One last full qualifying lap with Gandhi. Now, I've had the pleasure of racing alongside Gandhi on a number of occasions through several campaigns throughout Total Impact history, and he really is. To say he's been very committed would be a massive, massive understatement. Gandhi will be determined to try and secure one last pole position, one last strong race results before calling it a day on his career, and he's up on his Sector 1 time. As close to the walls as he dares. 130 miles an hour through the entry. And he's 2/10 up at Sector 2. And it was a purple Sector 2 by the looks of it. He might just snatch provisional pole here. About 3.5 minutes to go. Chalky provisional pole for now. Oh, massive lock up into the last corner. Not what you want to be doing. But he's been managing his ERS. Is he going to get it? Oh, yes, he is. 128.451. Provisional pole for Gandhi. He will be a very, very happy man about that. Roch, meanwhile, currently at the bottom of the top 10. He'll be looking to try and improve on his lap time. Through he goes. What is Roch gonna do? Across the line, he does improve. It's a 32.2, but it's not enough to elevate him off that final, off that 10th position. Epic currently down on his time at the moment. Sam, meanwhile, a little bit cautious as he tries to set a lap. See what his Sector 1 time is. And looks like Roch has decided to leave it there as far as qualifying is concerned. He'll be starting P10 whatever happens. Gandhi, a brave man to retire from the session at this stage. Will it be enough to keep pole position for the final time in his career? And Ryan retires from the session. He'll be starting P9 whatever happens. Sam does improve, but he stays P5. Grumps has invalidated. Grumps has invalidated, so that's his qualifying over. And so has Chalky. Joel Kunt's invalidated. Now, unless IRL Schumacher can pull something spectacular out of the bag, Gandhi is going to take pole position for his final race. Fresh M Live. Thanks for the follow. And it's a good evening from Gandhi as well. Good evening, my good friend. And there we go. The checker flag dropped about 45 seconds ago. So IRL Schumacher's the only one on track on a lap right now. 6/10 up on his time. 1.2 seconds. Could he spoil the Spartan? No! And Schumacher has invalidated. And for his final competitive race in his career, TIR Gandhi has just secured his final pole position. That is qualifying over now. So there it is. Gandhi, the final pole position of his career. Chocky alongside him on the front row. Grumps, Julkut. Gandhi's teammate 4th. Sam 5th. Schumacher 6th. Epic, Gravy, Ryan, and Roch. And then you've got Watto and Rufio at the back of the grid. We'll be back in a couple of minutes for Lights Out. There we go, we're back. Good evening, Roch. Thanks for the follow as well, by the way. Saying that 6 ads is a bit much. Hey, I've got to generate revenue somehow. For those just tuning in, this is Total Impact Formula 1. It's round 5 tonight. We're at the Jeddah circuit here in Saudi Arabia. And also the final race of Gandhi's competitive career. He's starting on pole. Can he convert it into a race win? We should be ready to go any moment now. Here we go. Time for the formation lap. Gravy Brain, interestingly, the only driver starting on the soft tyres. Julkoot, Schumacher, Ryan and Roch all starting on hards. Everybody else starting on mediums. So all I'm going to say now, Gandhi, from all of us here in the Total Impact community, it has been an absolute honor watching you racing over the years. So let's bring this one home one last time. This is it. Ryan not knowing how to park. Everyone's lined up. Here we go. Here come the lights. Are we ready to go? Are we ready? It is race time here in Jeddah. Great start there from Gandhi. Grump's getting ahead into second place already. Gravy Brace is already starting to go backwards. Into turn 1 they go. Everyone getting through relatively cleanly. All 3 wide. Sam managed to get a couple of places off the start. And it's a nightmare start for Julkoot, Epic and Sam. The 3 of them collecting each other and into the wall. And I think Julkoot has got off the worst. Car looks okay. Roch, meanwhile, Roch is going backwards. Sam is missing an end plate. And it looks like Epic is missing one as well. Wado, meanwhile, where did he come from? He started P11. He's already P5. What a start for Wado. Where he pulled that sort of start from is beyond me. And that's what happens when you manage to avoid the first corner carnage. You can't win the race on turn 1, but you can very easily lose it. There'll be no DRS until the start of the second lap. And there's 3 DRS zones around this track, but they're not going to be until around turn 17 for the first DRS detection zone. Gandhi setting the fastest lap of the race so far, but of course that will change. Those times will start coming down. Sam having to come into the pits. Epic, interestingly, deciding to stay out. A great battle here. Starting to emerge for the race lead. Wado, meanwhile, starting to hunt P4 down. He's hunting down the Mercedes. He is pushing for a podium here. And oh! Looks like there's carnage. Looks like someone's lost something. And it's IML Schumacher. And he's lost one of his end plates. And Wado staying out of trouble. And he's into P4 already. Not what you want to be happening. There you go. Predicted medium to hard for a one stop. Medium hard for a 2-stop is what the predicted strategy is saying. And oh my word! Oh, that is way too ambitious. That overtake was way too ambitious there from Gravy Brain, and he's come off worst as a result. That one is definitely going to be going to the series. You cannot be making an overtake as ambitious as that, because all it's going to do is lead to nothing but trouble. Gravy Brain having to come in, get that front wing changed. Gandhi, meanwhile, already almost 2 seconds ahead. And oh no, they've messed up! Oh my word! It looks like they've messed up! Did Red Bull forget to change the front wing? Yes, they did! They did forget to change the front wing! Red Bull have done a Ferrari! Gravy Brain is going to be absolutely fuming with the pit crew after that one. Ryan, meanwhile, chasing Rufio down for P5. A lot of drama, a lot of chaos, and it's only lap 3. What the drivers at the back need is a safety car to get themselves back in the race somehow. Jewel Coop, meanwhile, getting himself ahead of Epic. Small lock up there from Ryan trying to catch Rufio. And Epic having to swallow his pride. He is having to come in. Chucky, meanwhile, hunting Grumps down like an eagle trying to catch his prey. He's catching him at a rate of knots. Is he going to try and get him here into Sector 2? Or is he going to bide his time and wait for the DRS? Watto, meanwhile, has got himself in the hunt for the podium as well. There's the DRS. He's deploying the battery. Small snap of oversteer from Chocky, from Grumps. This is Chocky's advantage. This is Chocky's chance. He's going to wait until the pit straight. And here he goes. Deploys the battery. There's the DRS. Here's as you like. Thank you very much, he says. I'll have a bit of that. Watto now on the hunt for that third place. He's done well to keep himself out of trouble so far. Got to admire that. That's the smart racer within him. He's racing smarter, not harder. Keeping himself within that DRS window to try and capitalize on any mistakes ahead of him. While this battle is going on, Gandhi is already 3 seconds ahead of this battle. Chocky's just about out of DRS range from Grumps. And it's going to allow Watto to capitalize and maybe catch him. Julkut and Roch still battling over 7th place. Julkut getting ahead. Watto going, pushing as hard as he can onto the second DRS zone. There he goes. He's going to try round the outside of this corner, heading into the last corner. Is he going to try and get it round the outside? Oh my word, he has! What a move! What a move from Watto! Take a bow, my friend! Grumps having none of it. He's going to try and have a look. It's turn 1. Oh, touching wheels. Oh my. Touching wheels. Still side by side. Nobody giving an inch. And Watto shuts the door on him. Watto's now up into 3rd. Grumps going a little wide. Phenomenal wheel-to-wheel racing between these two. Couple of moments where they made contact, but they kept it clean. They kept it hard, but they kept it fair. And Watto was the benefactor of all of it. And into 3rd place he goes. A little further back, Ryan battling with Rufio for 5th place. As we're on lap 6 of 25 for this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Not overly concerned about the warning situation at the moment. It's still early days. That gap, that race lead continuing to grow at every opportunity. Grumps and Rufio in the pits relatively early. Are they going for a 2-stop? Well, in any case, Watto hunting 2nd place down. Grumps getting ahead of Julkut into P5. Watto hunting Chalky down for second place. This is just allowing Gandhi to continue building that lead. Almost 4 seconds now. And Epic and Gravy, the first drivers of the night to get penalties for track limits. Waddle doing everything he can to try and get past. But it's not to be at the moment. And Ryan behind them getting a penalty for track limits. The gap being maintained at around 3.5 seconds at the moment. Here we go. Going for another bite of the cherry. Here we go. Gandhi, race leader in the pits. And it looks like it is going to be a 2-stop. And that's going to put Watto de facto race... Watto is now race leader. Grump's getting the fastest lap of the race. Meanwhile, 32.277. Around 2 seconds slower than the lap record held by Lewis Hamilton. Gandhi, easy as you like. Oh, easy, does it? Very ambitious overtake around that section of the track. But he is through into the lead. Into third, I should say. And Watto in the pits, Chalky electing to stay out. That'll put Gandhi back into second place. No Grand Slam for Gandhi today. Pole, win, fastest lap, and leading lights to flag. But he's not... I don't think he'll be caring too much about that accolade. He'll just be focusing on bringing the car home one last time. He's only 15 laps away. Roch in the pits. Grump's deploying his battery. And easy as you like, into third he goes. Chocky now in the pits. And Gandhi, fastest lap of the race, takes the lead now. Back into the lead he goes. Chocky aiming for a one stop. This is around the time frame that we were predicting that the one stoppers would be coming in. Sam now in the pits, onto a set of mediums, aiming for a two-stop. The two Mercedes, meanwhile, battling with Rufio. Chocky, aiming to try and get past. He's trying to bide his time here. Gravy Brain, I believe that is his second penalty of the night for track limits. And Gandhi, another fastest lap of the race. Jockey ahead of Rufio now. Approaching half distance now. Gandhi continues to lead the race by around 8 seconds. Gandhi might aim to try and take this all the way home. From here, we'll see what happens. Schumacher in the pits. Set of hards. And that's a scrubbed set of hards by the looks of it. Should take him to the end. And oh, there's contact! Watto into second place. Has Grumps got damage? Grumps does have damage. He's missing an end plate. That one might go to the stewards. It might go to the stewards for the damage caused to Grumps. It's compromised his race. It may have just put him out of podium contention. Watto might be trying to do everything in his power to spoil Gandhi's party. And into the pits comes Grumps. He'll be very frustrated. He will be definitely taking that one to the stewards without question. Jules Coots gets a penalty for track limits. And Gravy Brain and Sam, more penalties for track limits. Inbound, that's Gravy's third penalty of the night for track limits. So, got a battle developing for 6th place in the midfield. As I say that, Jules Coots comes into the pits. So, you know what? Let's give Gandhi a bit of screen time. He's been a very valuable member of the Total Impact community over the years. Multiple championships. What a way to finish his career it would be if he were to secure one last race win before calling it a day on his career. Grumps. Fastest lap of the race so far. Squabbling with Ryan over 5th place. Looks like he managed to get himself ahead. And Sam with another penalty for track limits. Epic, another pit stop inbound. Watto back into the pits he goes. He'll be going for another set of mediums if he's got a set handy. Roch with a penalty for track limits as well. Now it's another set of hards for Watto. Rufio's in now. He'll be going for a set of hards. Both drivers heading to the end of the race now. Watto currently sitting in third. Schumacher and Ryan squabbling over fifth place right now, and Schumacher storms through as if he's not even there. Brilliant overtake there. And Sam back into the pits he goes. 15 seconds. The race lead for Gandhi now as he comes into the pits. And it is a 2-stop he's going for. And he has a fresh set of mediums handy. He is going to the end on those mediums. Chucky coming down the pit straight now. Round he goes. Into the race lead. Gandhi should be able to get that race lead back. You got blue flags to negotiate. That's the Haas of Epic. Gandhi hunting that race lead down. It'll be a stretch if Chucky can make it to the end on those tyres. And into the pits goes Chucky. Puts Gandhi back into the race lead with 6 laps to go. Chucky back down to third. Schumacher in the pits. Gravy Brain, another penalty for track limits. That's his 4th one of the night. He's got to be careful not to pick up any more. Back markers, that was Gravy Brains just getting out of the way. Everyone relatively spaced out now. Just the top 4 and Schumacher with no track limit penalties. Can Gandhi break that race lap record that Lewis Hamilton set in 2021? Find out very shortly. Across the line. Is he going to break it? He has! And Gandhi has broken the lap record. A 1:30.639. He has broken the lap record set by Lewis Hamilton. I'm sure you'll be happy with that. The hat trick is on the horizon. Pole, win, and fastest lap. He'll be very happy with that outcome. Ryan back into the pits. Is he going to go for softs to try and get that faster? No, he's going for a set of mediums. Sam going for a set of softs. He'll be trying to go for the fastest lap. Try and take that away from Gandhi. But again, Gandhi is just got one goal in mind. He is just focusing on bringing it home. That's all he will be focused on. Just bringing it home. Roch, another penalty for track limits. That's his second of the night. Sam and Epic also on 6 seconds. It's been a very, very strong performance here for Gandhi in his final competitive race. Nothing to prove, nothing to lose. He's just driving because he loves what he does. 4 laps to go now as he approaches the end game. Roch on the gearbox of Epic for 11th place. Of course, there's front runners. That'll be Chalky. Round we go. Just 3 laps to go after this now. Another penalty for Epic. Not what he would have wanted. Roch right on the back of Epic for P11. Oh, massive lock up there. And Epic making a mistake. He went too far off track. He went wide. And Roch takes advantage. Into P11 he goes. If Roch can start closing the gap, he might be able to jump another position. Oh! Massive slam against the wall. Is that going to cause any problems? Doesn't look like he's got a puncture, but my goodness me. He is missing an end plate. The battle for last place. Another scrape with the wall. We are on to the penultimate lap of this race. So, here we go. We're about to start. We're about halfway through this penultimate lap. The penultimate lap of not only this race, but the penultimate lap of Gandhi's racing career. He has said he will be making guest appearances on occasion. But as far as his full-time competing is concerned, tonight is his curtain call. And now, as the end draws near for his full-time F1 career, Gandhi, a multiple-time Total Impact champion, multiple race wins, multiple pole positions over the years. He has sealed one more. He sealed one final pole position tonight. He has the fastest lap at the moment. But now he is on course for what will be his final race win. It has been a valiant performance from this veteran of the sport. Those race grids ain't going to be the same without him. But as I said before the start of the race, it really has been an absolute honor and privilege to be alongside this man over the years. Schumacher with a penalty for track limits. It's just the top four that are penalty free. Today has been his day. This has been his night. This is his moment. He is just a few corners away now from ending his career on a high with that final race win. Nothing left to prove, nothing left to lose, but he still manages to craft one last bit of magic as he gets ready to round the final corner for the last time in his career. TIR Gandhi, soak it all in. He will be saying, thank you very much. I will have a little bit of that. Gandhi wins his final Grand Prix at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. One has to wonder the emotions going through him right now. But take a bow, Anthony Waddington as well. Started P11, finishes in second, and Chalky rounds up the podium. But of course, all the headlines will be on this man. A valiant final race. And he will indeed secure the hat trick. He has the pole. He has the win. And unless Epic can pull something special out here, it's not happening. Gandhi also now has the fastest lap of the race. He has the hat trick. Congratulations, Gandhi. You absolutely deserve this. Thoroughly well deserved. There he is. One last podium celebration. Yeah, Gravy, I'm just as surprised as well. There was no safety car as well. Watto second there. Chalky third. That's your podium. That has got to be the sweetest champagne he's tasted for a long time. Finishing on a high. And rightly... And there we go. Waddington, driver of the day. But I'm going to give it to Gandhi. Gandhi's my driver of the day. Waddington, cleanest driver of the day. Most overtakes, Roch. So there's your final race results. Gandhi, Watto, Chalky, Grumps, Rufio, Schumacher, Ryan, Julkut, Sam, Gravy, Roch, and Epic. That's your race results. Gandhi, the thanks goes to you for allowing me to have the honor and privilege of calling your final race of your career. What a way to send it off. Pole, win, and fastest lap. That's it for us tonight. The next race will be next week, where we will be heading for the first sprint of the new first sprint, the second sprint of the season, I should say. And that will be on the streets of Miami. We are gonna throw a raid over to Elite through to Elite Racing League. They are currently heading around Belgium right now. So if you want some more racing action, you can head over to them. Belgium, an iconic track. So all that's left for me to say now is thank you everybody for watching. I will be back very soon in due course. But until then, make each moment count, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you, and good night.